Papa, pa! Swiggity swooty, Scooty's coming for that booty. Swiggity swooty, Scooty coming for that booty. What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 2 of Skooty Manny's
Hello.
Happy Hour. I'm
Hello, world
Manny.
and all who inhabit it.
That's Scooty.
Hey,
And
I'm Scooty.
for this episode, we're going to focus on a span of about 3 months in late 2008. We were 16. Well, you were almost 17 at the time. This would have been right around your birthday. 16, 17 years old. And I moved in with Scooty and his family for about 2 months. But before I get into any of that, there's a whole other story that I got to tell that's kind of like the direct lead into all this. And
Okay.
this was about a month before I moved in. You and I went to Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
And I was just invited.
I remember that.
Well, here's the thing. I was invited, but they didn't pay for me. I was smuggled in because they had it was me, you, and your mom, and then your mom's best friend and her daughter and husband. I think Jeff might have been there too.
Yeah. Everybody was there, I think.
I don't really remember, to be honest with you, who all was there, but
I don't either, but I think they were.
it was both your family and theirs.
No.
And we rented it was 2 rooms at this resort, this really nice fucking resort, right on the outskirts of Gatlinburg. And I don't remember the name of it, but
I still can't remember the name of that place, but I remember it like.
It was nice.
See it in my brain.
Yeah, I can
That was
too.
like one of the only times we stayed there was that time. I'd always
Yeah.
seen it going to Gatlinburg.
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever been there. Well, to that place, not I've been to Gatlinburg probably 5, 6 times now. But yeah,
I've been fucking hundreds of times. Way too much.
and that was the thing, because this was toward the end of filming Dumbass, where I was like just filming random bits. And I brought my camera with me to document this trip. I have not seen any of the footage, by the way, so the only thing that I really remember was this one bit where we had the bellhop cart that we took up to the room.
Yeah.
And I had the camera sat on one end of the hallway. You were sitting in it, like driving it, doing like a fucking motor sound. And I'm just pushing you, and I'm just like,
Yeah, you were pushing me, weren't you?
Yeah, I was pushing you, and then you got to the end, and you just go, and then just fall out and hit the floor. That's about the only thing I really remember that I filmed. But yeah, I mean,
That's
this
all you
place.
need to remember.
I mean, this place had a lot of shit to do though. Like, it was way fucking involved. They had a rec room with a ping pong table, and we played no holds barred ping pong, which was the worst fucking ping pong game, worst game of table tennis ever played.
Yeah, sounds about right.
They had a shuffleboard court in the back outside.
I was gonna say I remember the shuffleboard.
Yeah,
It's like the main thing I remember.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was every morning had like continental breakfast in the lobby. And I remember one time we came down there, and I may have woken up a little bit late. Y'all were already down there, and so I went down there myself to get something to eat, and you just had a big fucking plate just piled up with bacon. And I'm looking at you and your fucking mountain of bacon. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And he goes, dude, it's bacon. And I'm like, I can see that. And he's like, the bacon.
The bacon!
And then you fucking took a bite out of a fucking piece of bacon, and like a piece of it hit the ground or something, and you freak out, food down, food down, food down. That fucking killed me.
Nice.
And
Food down!
that was
That happened one time. And we were riding around in the truck.
Yeah.
Taco Bell fell down or something.
Yeah, I think it was like like a Taco Bell.
Yeah, it was the first time that happened. First food down incident.
Now that you mention it, yeah, there were a couple food downs. Oh, that was funny. And I remember this might have been the night before we left, because we were there, I think, 3 nights or something like that.
Yeah.
Or 2 nights, 3 days, or something like that. And the series finale to Avatar: The Last Airbender aired like that fucking night. Excuse me. And I remember like y'all had this fucking nice like night out planned, and I stayed back behind. I stayed back behind because I really wanted to watch the finale because I had looked forward to that for like
Yeah.
2 years.
Antisocial.
Yeah, but I waited like 2 years to find out what happens here, and this was my chance. And fucking yeah, I remember that night, Robbie, your mom, the hero of most of these stories, uh, she bought me a Frank Zappa poster. Like she found it at just some shop and bought it for me. I
Oh,
still
really?
have that fucker hanging above my bed right now.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
still
remember
kept it
that. Huh.
all these years. Yeah,
Nice.
it was a poster of Frank Zappa yawning, and it was some I think it was 1972 at some place in I think L.A. or somewhere.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just like one of those.
Random fucking picture of him yawning.
Yeah, it was just like a random
Amazing what's
band
considered
flyer.
art.
Yeah. Oh, you've seen Frank on the shitter before, haven't you? Zappa on a crapper.
Have I? I probably have.
It's a pretty
I
famous
don't remember it
picture.
though.
Yeah, it's just
That's
him sitting on the fucking toilet taking a duke and
fucking.
just looking up at the camera.
That's art, man. It's
Yeah,
art.
it certainly is.
The weirdest version of art you can ever think of, but it's art apparently.
But yeah, that was the
Fucking
Gatlinburg trip.
artists.
And
Yeah.
after yeah, that was like kind of where the seeds were planted that your mom had mentioned, hey, I'd take you in a heartbeat. She said this a couple of times, but this was the first
Yeah.
time that she said it. Cause I'm not going to get too into the whole thing. This is not a serious podcast by any means.
Yeah.
It's trying to be. I'm trying to be funny here, but there's some serious shit to it I got to talk about. Cause home
Oh, yeah.
life, I was 16 at the time. Home life wasn't very good. I was going through some shit, and I'm not going to get into it because it's not important now at all. But yeah, I vented to Robbie one time. I was talking to her. I was like, I just kind of just feel like I need to get the fuck away for a little bit while things calm down. And she said it one time. This was after Gatlinburg. And she said it a second time, and that was the point where I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to take you up on that offer. And I did. And yeah, I mean, this was like my first taste of independence. I lived a pretty sheltered life going into this, right? Like, yeah, I didn't really go out very much. Didn't have very many friends to hang out with at the time. Didn't have a car. That was another thing. I think I took driver's ed around this time. This would have been 10th grade? 11th? 11th grade. And yeah, driver's
Because
ed would have been around that time.
it was probably 10th grade because I was still in school with you.
It might have been, yeah, it might have been,
And I was there half of 10th grade, then I dropped out.
yeah.
Like a quarter of it, maybe. Was it not? No, I went ninth grade. We are still
Yeah,
on the street.
yeah. Ninth grade was Falling Fate days. You definitely went in.
Yeah.
And then 10th grade, yeah, you had half a year and then dropped out. And then by
Yeah.
the time I moved in, yeah, it would have been 11th grade. Yeah. Because this would have been August of 2008. So the very beginning of
Oh,
11th. Because you were homeschooled
it
at
would
the
have been.
time.
Yeah, but I was.
Yes, when I moved in, you were homeschooled.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. But
Interesting.
yeah, it was the first time I really had like freedom. And yeah, it was the
Yeah.
first time I really had like my own bedroom too. I remember that being a big deal. I didn't really have any space at home. Like when I slept in the living room on a damn futon in the
Oh,
living
really?
room. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I never knew
I didn't have a bedroom until after this.
that.
But I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. But yeah, we had I mean, I didn't bring everything. Like I didn't like fully move in. I just brought like important things. Like I brought
Yeah.
I had a bed, a couch, and a TV in that room already that y'all already had set up.
Mm.
Yeah, like I that was y'all's. And then I just brought like my game consoles, my DVDs, games, shit like that, clothes, just in like little decorative trinket, a clock. And it was like one of those, I remember fancy clock that I projected on the ceiling at night. You know what I'm talking about?
Nice. I don't think I saw it.
I'm sure you did and just don't remember
It's
it.
like a
I've still got
projector
that
clock.
too.
Maybe.
Yeah, I've
That
got that
sounds
too. It's in
remarkably.
the building now.
Really.
Yeah, and then
That's
directly
interesting.
beside my bedroom was the falling fat egg room,
Yeah.
which had the drums in it, a little vocal booth in the closet because you had the foam up on the walls and shit like that,
Yeah.
and then a desk in there that you had your mixer and your laptop and stuff there to record. And I think you
Hmm.
might have still had the tape deck in there too, the cassette deck.
Probably.
I think you did.
I still have that thing actually.
Do you really?
Yeah,
I've got mine
four
too.
track task cam.
Yep, I've still got
Still
mine as
got it.
well. I've still got my reel to reel too.
Really?
Hmm. I mean, I
Nice.
haven't used it in 20 years, but
Well,
it's in the basement.
I
Uh,
haven't used that task cam since the falling fat egg days either, so
the only thing
I
like
still got it. It's in a
this,
couple pieces, but I've got it.
like where we lived at the
Huh?
time, that house was like a really old house in the historic, air quotes, historical district of Kings
Yeah.
Mountain. And right behind the house was the school district office, which was a school back in the day, but it wasn't being used as a school. It was just offices at this point. And the like the superintendent worked there. And so at night there was a trampoline in the backyard. And
Yeah.
so I would just go out there and just fuck around on the trampoline, do a few flips and shit like that. And I would watch every single night, pretty much as like clockwork. They would bring the school buses from the various schools, around the place, and they had a gas pump in the very back, and I would watch them refuel all the school buses every night. And that was just something I did. I don't know why I did it. It just was, and
It's the time, huh?
I guess so. But yeah, the falling fat egg room. I'll tell you a story. So at this house was me, you, Robbie, and your grandparents, Robbie's parents. And I'm not going to get too far into the damn dynamic, but your pawpaw had dementia.
Right.
And yeah, by the time I never knew him before. So by the time I think I met him, y'all moved in that house in December of '07. And I think they moved in
Yeah.
around early '08. So this would have
Yeah, it
been
was
the
about the
summer.
same time,
Yeah, around
roughly.
the same time. And because of that, the dining room downstairs, right beside the front door and the living room and stuff like that, had a little curtain on it, and that became their bedroom. They just had their bed and furniture and stuff like that just in the dining room, first floor. And yeah, our bedrooms were upstairs. At least mine was. Some. Oh yeah, the falling fate room. Sorry, yeah. I was forgetting the story I was telling. So we were jamming. This was the night that I moved in, and I think the whole band was there. Me, you, Justin. I think Gabe might have been there. Uh, I don't remember who all was there, but we made a lot of noise in that room, and I mean
Always.
so much noise that Robbie came up there and beat on the door, made us stop, opened the door, and she brought your pawpaw up there, and he said something, to the effect of "Y'all keep it down up here," but I don't think he was serious about it. I just think he's just messing with us.
Yeah.
Robbie treated it like he wasn't being serious, but
He
uh,
probably just wanted to come up here and see what was going on.
yeah, and we were just messing around. We weren't like really jamming. It was just
Yeah.
making noise. And it was a good day. It was a celebration. I moved in. I'm there.
Yeah.
So it's a celebration, man.
Celebrate the many. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah. So that night, after everyone had left, after the practice was over and stuff like that, I was in the bedroom. This was maybe 9 p.m. or something. I was in the bedroom just putting stuff up and just getting prepared, getting the room set up. And Robbie comes back upstairs, knocks on the door, and was like, "Hey, my dad wants to speak to you." And I'm like, "He wants to speak to me? Why?" I didn't get that. And again, she leads me downstairs into their bedroom, and he's in the bed, and he's like got this rare moment of lucidity where he was himself. This was the first time I really met him like this. Met the real him, I should say. And he took me by the hand and was like, "Son, I just want you to know that you are a part of this family now. You are 100% welcome here wherever whenever you want. You're one of us now." Patted me on the hand, and that was it. My initiation was complete. And I'll never forget that. Yeah, he was a good guy.
Yeah.
I just wish.
I
was going to say, my only regret is I never got to know him before he got sick.
I mean, hell, you had. I'm trying to think how many years. Fucking.
This was 2008 when I was there.
I mean, it got brought on by, we got in a wreck.
Oh.
It was me and him and the dog we had at the time. We had just dropped my mom off at work, and he was needing to take her car somewhere. And I think I was like 5 years old.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I didn't know this.
Lady and her husband were driving, and the man had a heart attack.
Gosh.
And he was driving, and the lady couldn't get his foot off the gas, like he died and was stiffened up. We were sitting at an intersection, bam, right in the back of us.
God, that's terrible.
And ever since then, like, he had to relearn how to walk and all sorts of shit, talk.
Oh, man.
And all sorts of stuff. Like, relearn how to talk.
I had no idea about this.
Yeah, I mean, that was when I was 5, and he...
Yeah. Gosh, that's terrible.
He died 2012.
Yeah, 2012.
That long.
Yeah.
She had for a long.
I remember how I found out he passed because I had no idea. And that this was like 6 months later. This was like just during one of those rare periods where we just didn't talk a lot. There was just like a long period where we just didn't talk. We reconnected, and I asked about him, and he was like, "Well, my Papaw passed away." And I was like, "Oh, fuck." Yeah. I hated finding out that way.
Yeah. For sure. Anyway.
Yeah, let's move on. Yeah. So.
Now we're all sad stuff.
Yeah, so, there was a whole family dynamic living there, right? Your mom would dominate the living room. I'd just be up in my bedroom or outside on the trampoline. And you'd be in your room playing a video game or something. And maybe for an hour and a half or something, after we ate or something, we'd go and jam, play a couple songs in the band room.
Yeah.
But, I remember we didn't want to do it too late because, we're in a pretty populated part of town.
Yeah, the house was not soundproofed at all. Or anything.
It was not. Yeah, I remember...
Victorian era house.
Yeah, Victorian era.
It was. They called it a Victorian house. It's like, there's nothing fucking Victorian about this, like, other than maybe the same time it was built.
And there was the dogs, too. You had 3 dogs. Yeah, you had Hunter, Bo, and Scruffy.
Who else? Scruffy was there?
Scruffy was there.
Yeah, because I guess we were here when we put him down. Huh.
So...
Wow.
That first night that I stayed there, Scruffy was in my bedroom. And your mom, told me ahead of time, he's like, "This guy's an escape artist. He's a Houdini. He will escape." And
I don't know how he did it.
I don't know how he did it either, because he escaped from my room. And the thing was, I was worried about it because did he have his hip surgery?
Shattered hip. You had surgery on.
Yeah, so his he had a bionic hip or something. So going up and down the stairs was a problem for him.
Yeah.
But somehow in the middle of the night he got out And that next morning, I woke up and he wasn't in the room. Like, what the hell? Because he was asleep on the couch and I was in the bed. Next day, he was downstairs. I'm like, how the hell did he do that? And Robbie was like, I'm telling you, he's a Houdini.
Yep.
And then,
He probably got out the window and crawled on the roof and went down inside, you know? I mean,
oh,
he
yeah,
did all sorts of weird shit.
Assassin's Creeded his way out of the damn.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed this way.
Yeah, fucking. And
he could have. That dog could have.
like, Scruffy was a small dog. Scruffy's
Yeah.
like Josie's size, roughly, just
Yeah.
for background. Josie's a small dog. And then you had Hunter
Well,
and
probably
Bo.
bigger than Josie, but yeah.
Okay, so Hunter and Bo, when you were around, loved me. We were friends. But the moment y'all left and it was just me in the home alone with these dogs, they tried to kill me a couple of times. when y'all were not there,
to do it. I mean,
yeah, I mean it, man. And look, okay, so this is a story I should have told last episode. This is the story I should have told last episode because this was the Gold Street house when this happened. So my dad and I had my drums at your house, and I was gonna come pick them up to take them back home, and y'all were out and about. Robbie told me where the spare key was, and so after school one day, me and my dad, and I think I don't remember if he came inside either or if it was just me. But no, dude. Hunter about took my showing his teeth, growling and shit. And I'm like, dude, we're buddies. And I reach my hand out. I'm like, goddamn, dude. Chill. Wow. And Bo just mostly just ran and hid. Bo wanted no part of it. Hunter was the fucking aggressive one.
You know what? He was aggressive, but he also wasn't.
That's the thing. Like
one time when I was here, I came home and so my house, you know, you got that go to the backyard, you got the car gate, you know, and the fence.
Yeah.
And then the other side, there's actually just like a walkable person gate, like single little small one.
Yeah.
So he was out back, and I came home, and it was dark. You couldn't see shit, but he was just barking, like all mad, you know. Get away from my house, fuck you, blah blah blah. And I just kept walking, like I didn't say anything, so he'd hear me. I was just seeing how far he'd go. And that motherfucker, I get to the gate, and he takes the fuck off, runs and hides. I was like, okay, that makes me feel really good, dude.
That's funny. Oh yeah, no, because there was one time.
I mean, he was like whimpering and everything.
Yeah, because there was one time I was at home. This is back when I was actually, living there. Y'all had left and went somewhere, all four of you, and it was just me home alone. I was in my room, and I came down to get something out of the kitchen, a drink or something, and they didn't know I was there, and he flipped the fuck out and lunged at me, and I had to push him away and shit like that, and I'm like, dude, chill, and eventually he did chill, but I had to tell Robbie about it, and Robbie was like, there ain't no way he did that. She didn't believe me. She didn't believe me at all. I'm serious. And even though I never did, I vowed to get fucking video or audio proof of him being a fucking complete fucking Cujo to me.
He wasn't used to you.
I mean, that was the thing. He was. We spent so much time together.
It may have been that first time he still remembered that, because that dog had a fucking great ass memory.
Oh yeah, he was a smart dog.
Remember that and get mad at you about that or barking at you about that.
Yeah, that was the thing. Y'all would basically just go and do your own stuff, but I would tag along for a lot of things as well. And every weekend, every Wednesday and Sunday, we'd go to the YMCA where y'all's church was holding sermons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the Church of the Nazarene was the name of it.
Yeah.
So
new place.
Yeah, they had their own church, which has since been long built. This was, more than 15 years ago now.
Forever.
Yeah. They were still raising the money to build it, I think. Or maybe y'all had just bought the land and it just broke ground on it. But the building still, was...
Took them forever to get that place because they sold the original church.
Oh,
And
did
then
they?
went to the, it was like, oh wow, shit, we got to have a place to go because it's gonna be a while.
Yeah. And I remember
And they
it
went to
was
the
in,
Yumka.
yeah, the Yumka.
Yeah, the Yumka.
Yeah, and like it was the main basketball court, right? The main little gymnasium area.
Oh,
Yeah, and they would
that's the
just
restaurant.
have chairs and stuff set up, and it was just a makeshift little church hall.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name. Maybe you do. The pastor. What was his name?
Mm.
I remember his daughter and
I remember his daughter. His last name was
yeah,
Doherty.
that's
I
right.
remember I still got her on Facebook. She's fucking smoking hot. Anyway, hi
Wow.
Kristen, if you hear this, you're hot.
Wow.
But she is.
Anyways, this dude, I
Anyway.
remember every fucking time that I would go with y'all to church, this dude would yell. I mean, unnecessary. That place, the room, it was the gymnasium, so, it echoed like crazy. It was just a big old
Yeah.
room. And this dude just fucking yelled all the time. And I remember getting headaches and stuff, like my ears ringing after a damn
Yeah.
sermon. That
I
dude,
never cared for that guy.
only thing I remember is that man was by far the loudest motherfucker I've ever heard in my life. I wonder if he's still there.
I don't think so.
I don't
I
know.
think they left a while ago.
I haven't been to that church since 2010, so that was,
Yeah.
yeah, 15
I
years.
think they left a long time ago.
I see. But yeah, y'all had a little praise band. Justin was on drums, Gabe was on bass,
Mm,
you played guitar and sometimes sang and stuff like that.
yeah.
And there were a couple other people too. In the last episode, we talked about our friend Ryan Wolford, who this was how I became involved in this praise band. Y'all would meet up in the Falling Fate room, the Falling Fat Egg room, at the house, once a week or so, and run through this song that y'all would play that following week during the service. And there was this one. Ryan had wrote it about a friend who had passed away, a friend of his who had passed away. Now, remember, the
Really.
song was called Rollin' Hills.
Hmm.
And it was the
I
first
vaguely
time,
remember that.
yeah, it was the first time that Ryan had ever sang in front of an audience. He'd played music, but he'd
Mm-hmm.
never sang. He was the front man
Mm-hmm.
for it because he wanted to sing it. It was about his friend. It was personal to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember this was technically my second time ever playing in front of an audience. If the high school talent show is the first time, this would have been the second time.
Welcome to the third. So talent show was twice.
Okay, yeah, you're right. The third time. You're right.
Tate.
But
Semantics is fun.
there was another guy too. He Mexican guy. He had a bunch of percussion blocks.
Well, Amadeo.
Amadeo. That's right.
Yeah. Amadeo. Amadeo.
And I
Yeah.
asked his
Still can't
permission.
think of him without singing it.
I went up to him and asked his permission to play, his stuff because he had, bongos, congas, temple
Yeah.
blocks. He had his own cymbals and stuff. And
Everything, yeah.
and I brought my floor tom from my own personal drum kit and plus some mallets. And there was
Mhm.
a part in Rolling Hills where I would just, hit the damn floor tom heavy because Justin was playing the
Mhm.
main drums and I would just hit it for emphasis.
Yeah.
Emphasis. I love we had the same idea.
Wow. Nice.
And yeah, I mean, I remember that being a thing. We must have played that song probably 2 or 3 times in the following weeks. Yeah, it wasn't just one time because we played it a
Yeah, I
bunch of different
remember it.
places. Yeah. But I can't talk about any of this and can't talk about Ryan without talking about what happened to him. So this is another kind of serious
Mm-hmm.
part. Ryan passed
Yeah.
away about 5 years ago, and it was kind of a tragic accident. He was really young. I don't remember off the top of my head how old he was, but
He
yeah,
was 30s.
yeah, late 30s, early 40s,
We were hanging
probably.
out with him, so he was probably 40s, 40-ish.
Yeah,
Right, was 40, 30, 40.
yeah, and like, I mean, I'm going to talk. I have one more Ryan story to tell, but I'm going to tell it a little bit later. Um, I mean, there were a few other stories that I could talk about though. Like, remember bad finger karma when I had
Yeah.
that abscessed finger, and Robbie,
I
damn,
still use that term.
I do too. I've still got it. I've still got bad finger karma. Yeah, I had an ingrown fingernail, and Robbie,
Figured
who
every
was,
butt. Hmm?
can I tell my fucking story, please? And Robbie, Robbie was a physician's assistant. So she, she worked in the doctor's office. She knew the damn, how to damn drain an abscess safely. And I was like scared to death because I hate needles. I have a fucking absolute fear of needles. Real talk. And so, like, even when it happened, I had to look the fuck away. And she squeezed that shit so hard, I almost fainted. It hurts. It hurts so damn much. Oh, man.
Nice.
Or there was the time that I had a air quote house party when y'all were away. Y'all went to some concert. I can't remember who it was. Some country.
You had a house party?
Not really. It was just Alex.
Oh, well. That's a big
But,
party.
but your mom damn thought that I had more people there than it was. I only asked about Alex. And of course, it was just me and Alex. But yeah, because we were still, like I said, still filming dumbass stuff. And I don't know if this footage still exists, but one of the things that we shot was like a Star Wars fuck around video because me and Alex love fucking Star Wars, and I had my Palpatine uh, costume, the robe, the hooded robe.
Yeah.
So I had that on, and Alex was like this Jedi, and I was like the Emperor shocking him and shit. But the joke was Alex was on the ground begging for more because he fucking liked it. He was getting off on it. Like, you shot me for shot me more. That was one of the things that I. Yeah. And it just grosses out Palpatine, and he just leaves. Ugh, you disgust me.
Nice.
Yeah. Or technically you weren't part of this story, but the drum clinic where me and Justin, I met Terry Bozzio.
I don't remember. I wasn't there.
Yeah, you weren't there, but this was like maybe a week before I moved out. This was like October of '08. Yeah, because I was
only part of the story.
me and Justin, we're both drummers, and we became like pretty good friends over that. And I was a huge fan of Terry Bozzio. And so Justin was like, "Hey, he's going to be in Spartanburg at the end of the month." This was, a couple weeks before it happened. If you can raise the money, I'll take you. We'll go. Because he wanted to go too. As a drummer, he's a fan. So,
yeah.
His longtime drum teacher, whose name I can't, is Tim something.
I can't remember his name either.
Yeah,
I can see him in my face because
I can too. Because he had yeah, he would count. He would count with like
neck.
his neck fucking yeah. Yeah, it was funny.
So weird.
Yeah, I know exactly what. He had the fucking like little donkey head tilt, and yeah.
Yeah, fucking twitch like he looked like he was trying to snap his neck without his hands.
Yeah. Yeah, so he was the one, like he was kind of like the liaison between me and Justin and Terry. And I don't know if he had anything to do with like behind the scenes stuff, but we arrived like an hour before the show started in hopes to try to get in there a little bit early and maybe have some FaceTime with the guy. But we get there and Tim was like, yeah, no, y'all can't go in. His kit's still being built. It's just straight up, it's just straight chaos right now. Y'all can't go in. So we just spent the whole fucking hour in the lobby just shooting the shit, of course, until people started coming in and coming up and stuff like that. But yeah, gosh, when he went in there, and I don't know if you've actually seen a Terry Bozzio drum clinic before, but it's just him on the drums, and he's got a fucking gigantic drum kit. It's like, it's like 6 kick drums and so like 21 toms. bunch of cymbals. Yeah, it's overkill. But when you listen to
Why?
the stuff he plays and how he plays it, it starts to make sense because each individual drum is tuned to a note, and he plays melodies with the drums.
Mm.
It's unique. It's
Interesting.
kind of like chamber music, a one-man chamber band. If you're into that kind of thing, which I know you're not, but I
Not
am.
really. No, not really.
But yeah, he would play for
You know what
maybe
chamber music is?
yeah, he'd play the drums for an hour, hour and a half, and then afterwards he would take questions. He would talk and tell stories, and then Q&A. And I remember there was this one young kid in the audience asked Terry like this really super technical question about one of the songs that he played, and Terry was like so impressed. He was like, he told the parents, he was like, "Man, you need to get this kid into Juilliard." And in my head canon, he did. I don't know if he did or not, but so my
The world
question,
may never know.
yeah, it came down to me. Why do you use China cymbals? And he just chuckled and he just like, I just like the way they sound, and moved on. And that was my fucking grand time meeting Terry Bozzio. But after the show,
That's kind of a basic question.
yeah,
Because I like the sound. I mean, duh.
yeah, after this fucking kid before me, damn, impressed him like hell. Of course, I had to hit him with something fucking easy. But yeah, after the show, I did stick around a little bit afterwards, and Terry was gone at this point, and they hadn't tore down his kit yet. But I was able to get up on stage and sit in his chair. I didn't play the kit. I wasn't ballsy enough for that shit. But I did sit in his chair that he just played in, and just looked
Was it still
around.
warm?
I don't remember.
You don't remember the feeling on your ass?
No, I don't. It just felt like foam.
And you're
Foam
not a
and
super
leather.
fan, damn it. Never gonna watch this ass again.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, like this was like a week or so before I moved out, and I only lived with y'all for like 2 months,
Yeah.
and yeah, after a while, I was getting homesick. Things had started to settle at home a little ways, and I started to get homesick, and I was like, you know what, it's probably time to go back. And I remember your mom was really upset with me about it because I think she took that to mean I didn't want to be a part of y'all's family anymore, which was not what it was. I just wanted to get back to my own family, you know? And I remember there was a little bit of tension there over that. And I mean, obviously, it wasn't permanent.
I
But
mean,
I
I,
do,
I don't remember it like that. I remember I pissed you off or something, or you pissed me off, and I was all mad at you, and then I remember you leaving. It's like, well, I guess I kicked him out.
no, I don't remember that. No, I don't
Yeah,
remember
that's
it
how
that
I
way at
remember it.
all.
I
I
got
don't
pissed
remember
off
there
at you
ever
about
being a
something.
falling out. Huh, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, really. I don't remember what it was about.
Yeah,
Necessarily.
hell,
It
pretty
was
much
something.
every fucking argument or, you know, thing that we ever fucking had was always settled within 2 days anyway.
Yeah,
Tops, sometimes the same day.
true. Fuck,
Dickhead.
fuck you.
But yeah,
Anyway,
like,
cool. Freedom already got settled.
but I also remember, of course, I took a lot of my shit back, but I did leave some things still in that bedroom for like 3 months or so. And
Really?
yeah, just in case I ever wanted to come back, I was like, you know what, I'll just leave this here or whatever. Of course, I never did go back, but yeah, I did eventually come and get my shit back and box it up and take it home. But yeah, I
You didn't
only.
get on your shit because I'm looking at a table that you left.
What are
I
you
still
talking
have
about?
it.
What table?
There was a fucking fold-up table.
Oh,
Fold
that
out
white
table.
one.
What one? Yeah.
Oh,
You called it a drafting table.
that's where that
But I've
fucking
still
went.
got it. It's sitting right here beside me
Wow. Okay.
in my office.
Yeah. Okay, I stand corrected. Yeah. So that's where that fucking thing went. Okay.
I've told you that before.
I don't remember.
Well, I think I have.
But yeah, I only ever, after moving out and getting my shit, I only ever hung out there one time after that.
Really?
Yeah. It was June of 2009. And the only reason I remember this, it was the day that Michael Jackson died. Because the news broke as we were hanging out.
Did it?
Or no, I think what it was,
Remember
no, either you were dropping off or picking up your Papaw from the nursing home, the little retirement community that,
that? Yeah.
yeah. You were either picking him up or
Long
dropping him off.
hair.
And we were in the truck when the news broke on the radio. It was like breaking news. Michael Jackson dead at 50. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yep. And I mean,
I thought we were living in Spartan, or not Spartanburg, Blacksburg when that happened.
no. It was, yeah, no, you were
Oh,
still on Piedmont because
oh,
it was my last time ever being at that house.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I never
They
came
would
back
have
after
moved at
that.
the time or some shit.
Because I think y'all moved really shortly after that.
Oh, it may have been during that what I was thinking.
Because, yeah, when y'all
Right.
moved to Blacksburg, I only hung out there maybe twice.
Yeah.
Because I remember the first time I went there, I think it was twice actually, because the first time I went there was right after you broke your collarbone on the
Oh, yeah.
four-wheeler.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Well, I got scarred and remind me about it, yeah.
Well,
That'll be for a future episode.
or we could just talk about it now.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well, fair enough then.
I gotta remember everything. It's kind of funny. Kind of
Oh
a whole
God.
funny story.
All right, we might hold this off to episode 3 then.
Yeah.
But no, because I remember the very last time I saw you before graduation, before you moved to Tennessee, and it was the last time I saw you or your mom for like 10 years. Well, it was the last time I saw your mom, period.
Yeah.
Was the second time because my senior project was in 2010, and y'all had already moved to Blacksburg at this point. And Ryan, this is bringing Ryan
Right.
back into it. He was my mentor for the senior project. Now here's just some background. At least in the state of North Carolina at the time, I don't know if it's changed at all. The high school students had a graduation project, and of course, you know, freshman year you're told about it right at the beginning. In sophomore year, you have a writing test, which leads into the junior paper, which is an essay. And by the time you get to the junior paper, this is the point where you have to know what your project's going to be on, because once you hit a senior on your senior year, you had to take the subject of the junior paper, meet with an expert in whatever field it is that you're doing the paper on, spend 15 hours with this mentor, create a project, and then once it's all done, you had to present this project, the finished product, with a speech and a presentation in front of a panel of judges. And those panel of judges would decide whether or not you passed. Because if you failed, you were held back. Didn't matter if you passed all your other classes or nothing. If you failed that graduation project, you're not going home with a fucking diploma.
That just sounds fucked up to me.
Yeah. And so I went to Ryan.
Oh no.
Well, no, because Ryan's a graphic designer.
Yeah.
So, you know, what I
Well,
had.
the whole thing is dumb. I didn't
Oh.
say Ryan's dumb.
Oh, no, I thought you said, oh, no, not that. Oh, that's dumb.
No.
I misheard
No.
that. Sorry. No, so yeah, Ryan was a graphic designer, and something that he would do just for fun, because he had his own camera, he would just make like home movies with his family and friends.
Yeah.
And, you know, just edit them like movies. You know, of course, they're not fucking Oscar worthy damn, you know, performances, but it's just something that he did. It was fun. Little indie filmmaker type thing,
Yeah.
just fucking around. And so my paper was about censorship in media and how the best thing to do is completely restructure how ratings work. So my actual junior project or senior project was my product was a new MPAA rating system that broke it down into 5 categories. And this was where Ryan and we did a little crude animation that showed it was like an equalizer, or not an equalizer, a visualizer, you know, like an audio waveform type of thing. And I can't remember off the top of my head what the 5 categories were, but they were, violence, language, sexual content, things like that, things of that nature.
Gotcha.
And yeah, so we would use real like movie examples, and did the animation was like some whatever movie came up, Forgetting Sarah Marshall or something, and I would take that and make my own estimation of what that graphic would look like. So you could actually see, rather than it being words on a screen, this film is rated PG for sexual content, language, mild nudity, whatever the fuck. Yeah, so that was my thing. And I mean, I graduated. Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah, it did work because I got 1 point shy of a perfect score when I did the presentation. 1 point shy of a perfect score, but
why did you get 1 point shy? What did you do to fuck it up?
I probably just wasn't very comfortable. Because, this was before I got really good at public speaking and actually talking. I hadn't found my voice yet.
Kid.
I was.
You were a really awkward kid.
Yeah, I definitely was. Yeah, like, there's no chance in hell you could have ever put a microphone in front of me at 16 like I am right now. And Skooty Manny's happy hour, there's no way.
No, not at all.
No, it just couldn't happen. But yeah, that was the last time I saw Ryan. That was the last time I saw you. Last time I saw Robbie. And yeah, so after graduation, you moved back to Nashville. I stayed here in North Carolina. And we just became fucking just gamer bros and Facebook friends. Facebook ends. There we go. We'll call it that.
Yeah, Facebook ends.
Yeah. So, episode 3 of Happy Hour is it's going to be focusing on the 10-year span where we actually didn't hang out at all in person. We didn't see each other at all. So all of those stories. But here's the thing. All of these stories have video proof because it's on the Chucklers. We're finally caught up to the Chucklers now.
Yeah.
But before we go, I'm gonna end this episode with a story. This predates Chucklers, but not by very much. After you moved back to Nashville in the summer of 2010, Call of Duty was like our main game. Black Ops 1, we played a shitload of zombies. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, that was the peak until Minecraft and GTA and, the stuff that we played on Twitch, Halo. And
yeah, for sure.
Call of Duty was the thing. That was their shit.
Yeah.
And
Kevin Fusilina is the reason for that.
Yep, Fusselias.
He's the one that got me into Call of Duty.
But my favorite story is about this lady that we befriended. Well, we didn't even befriend. We forcefully put ourselves on. Her name was Luscious.
Oh, yes.
Just some fucking rando on Black Ops 1. Just some complete fucking random person. We just saw Luscious. And so me and you were fucking...
Didn't have a mic, nothing.
Yeah, didn't have a mic, but we had our mics on. And so we got in the fucking game chat, and we trolled this bitch so fucking hard. Like, hey, damn, hey, Luscious. Hey, girl, you gonna be my object of affection. And we picked on her fucking relentless. And I'm waiting to find out.
Again, the object of affection.
I'm waiting to find out this was like this fucking complete, like, big black Tyrone.
Yeah, what you talking about?
Yeah. I'm picturing
Probably
that.
Probably was.
Yeah. And this went on for multiple. This went like 4 or 5 games straight.
Yeah.
We would team kill her because this was hardcore TDM. Yeah, we just fucked with this bitch so fucking hard until she fucking left.
Yeah. I don't think she appreciated it.
But yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode, y'all. We'll be back in a couple weeks with episode 3. And hopefully tomorrow, as of the time of this recording, tomorrow we'll be recording episode 21 of Chucklers Undercover. So, yeah, hopefully, yeah. If all goes right.
I didn't know that. Sweet.
Yeah, that's one of the things we've been working on. But yeah, gosh. I don't really have anything
cool.
else to talk
Great way to
about.
stay in shape.
Great way to stay in shape,
No.
y'all.
Me either.
Yep.
We're kind of talked out.
Yeah, I am too, to be honest with you. All right, y'all. Have a
Cool.
good one.
Thanks for coming.
Oh,
Douches.
yes. Douches.